Yes. You are very welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is ChannelOne TV, and aren't we so excited to come your way this evening? You know how we do it. Yes, we are 6 years old, and City TV is no longer in existence. Now, when you tune in, you will be welcome to the amazing, the refreshing ChannelOne TV. This is the Upside Down Show. I'm Prima Adonoo. Now, for the very first of many weeks to come, we will be telling you much more about the amazing human beings you see when you tune in to ChannelOne TV. Yeah, you see them doing a whole lot of things on TV, but when they are not on TV, what else do they do? That is what we'll be letting you in on that. When we come from this break, we'll be letting you know who our personalities for today will be. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome. This is the Upside Down Show on ChannelOne TV. You are welcome. This is the Upside Down Show on ChannelOne TV. You know, I'm always excited when we have to come your way and spend time with you. But today is super extra because we get to spend time with some colleagues of ours. But don't forget, they are also great personalities that, trust me, you would want to know who they truly are beyond seeing them on TV. Now, I don't feel like doing this all alone. Let me get my other half, my better half indeed. Nana is in. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're in the building, baby.
He's also got company. I like this.
What?
I like this.
I mean, you know.
Oh, wow.
There you go, my darling. Let me serve you something special.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, celebration comes with a bit of drink.
There you are.
I like this.
Okay.
I like
so
this.
I'm just going to drop this here. Keep this
Okay.
also here. Because you know what? This individual we're going to be talking to, right?
Talk to me.
Absolutely fantastic human being.
Yeah?
Through and through. I mean, accomplishments, right? But personally, who she is.
Yeah.
Simply amazing. And so I couldn't have come here empty-handed.
No, you couldn't.
So I brought me a few friends, one liquid, one with a voice.
I like that.
You know
I like it. Yeah, the softest life.
I served you some bubbles.
Okay.
But let's hear the voice.
Do I have to start drinking now? Oh, wait.
Sweethearts, please enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, cheers.
Of course, I came with Nana is in the building, and he's about to treat you to some amazing renditions of some of your favorite songs. Nene, take us away.
Heart beat fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I've tried every day waiting for you, darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I've loved you for 1,000 more. Time stand still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I've tried every day waiting for you, darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I've loved you for 1,000 more. And all along I believe I will find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I've loved you for closer. One step closer. Oh, and I give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth in your lives. When everything feels like the movies, I just want you to know who I am. And you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they understand. When everything feels like the movies, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you, I just want you to know. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know. I just want you to know who I am.
Kylie, whatever it is you drink in the morning, you have to show me. Yeah.
Just
But-
absorb.
Hey. No, you're amazing. You're amazing. Good stuff. Great stuff. All right, people, you already know how we do it right here on the Upside Down Show. This is Channel One Television, and our work here this evening in your home is to serve you nothing but total entertainment. This time, we're taking a little twist. We're not bringing your everyday celeb or politician. No, we're talking to our own people. And guess what? We're going to show you their other sides, yeah? That's why it's called the Upside Down Show, Frema.
Well, it is, you know, and we get to meet our first guest for today. I'm super excited about
Yeah.
this woman and all her accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, you probably know her on TV as a news anchor.
Yep.
Beyond that, when she is at work, you know, when she's not on TV, she is leading the news team to
Yeah.
get all the news that you enjoy in your homes.
The first
Now,
lead.
when she is not at work, when she's not doing TV, when she's not on Channel One TV or on City FM, she is creating something amazing. Look, you probably might have seen her work out there, but you do not know that this is the woman behind it. Ladies and gentlemen, before I mention who our guest is, pause, let me just take a sip. Good things come with a glass.
Ooh.
Yes. And everything that you are seeing here is her creation.
Yeah.
She comes with an entourage. Ladies and gentlemen, she is very classy, yet accommodating, very sophisticated, but very down to earth. Please help me welcome the brain behind the beautiful, the amazing design, Kyla Nicholas. And these are some of her beautiful pieces. Absolutely. Can you see that?
Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And another one. Don't we love it? Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
And then we have one more to come. Oh, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right.
Super. Ladies and gentlemen, now help us welcome the amazing woman who is breathing life into fashion and making them come indeed alive. She is not here to read news. She is not here to assign people to attend assignment. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be getting up close and personal with the amazing, the beautiful, the charismatic Vivian Kai Lokko. Wow.
Yes.
Hi.
Here comes the first
Yes, yes.
For a moment, I was confused. Is he talking about me
I'm
or somebody
talking about
else?
you, yes.
lady. The one and only in the flesh.
Thank you.
Vivian Kai Lokko.
It's not what the papers are saying.
No,
We are
no,
going
no.
to be getting what Vivian is
Is
saying.
saying, exactly.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Great to have you on Upside
Good to be
Down.
here, guys. Good
Yes,
to be
yes.
here.
And happy anniversary to us.
I know, right?
And congratulations
ChannelOne,
to
right?
us. Yeah, Channel One
Absolutely,
TV.
absolutely. Vivian, these bags are amazing.
Thank you, Frema.
Wow.
Thank you. I haven't slept because of the love for you guys.
You know,
Oh,
and
you're
I keep
amazing. Isn't
thinking-
this
because
why
I
we
had to
love
put
you?
this one together in a few hours for you guys.
Wow. Wow.
This is actually, I don't know, I'm going ahead of you guys.
That's fine. It's fine. I mean, you take pride in your products, right? So it's fine.
And as the journalist you are, you know, you
Clearly.
are very
You know how to
easy
tell the story,
volunteer
right?
information. But we'll get really into the bags. But we all know you as Vivian, the news anchor, Vivian, the host of
What the
City
papers are
Business News,
saying.
Vivian, the host
Yeah.
of What the Papers Are Saying,
Yeah.
Vivian, the news editor, and all. Who really, right, is Vivian Kai Lokko? I mean, just briefly, growing up, who are your parents? You know,
Today we're
do you have
taking the veil
siblings?
off.
Yes,
I
yes.
have siblings, actually. There are 5 of us.
Okay.
I'm actually the last born.
It
Explains a lot.
explains it. It explains it. Yes.
Explains a lot. I know you guys say
Yes,
that.
yes. No wonder.
But my dad was called Nicholas Ajita Mensa. He died recently.
Yes, we were at
In
the funeral.
November. Yeah, you guys
God
were at
rest
the
his
funeral.
soul.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then my mom, Emilia Yamoko Mensa,
Okay.
she died about 13 years ago.
wow.
Yeah, it's been pretty some time.
Mm-hmm.
It was very, devastating. I think that was the first time I really experienced death
Yeah,
as a
very
human
close
in
to
somebody
you. Yeah,
very
close
close
to
to
you.
you. So that was it. So I was born to these two great people, lovely people. And some of the things I do, I took from them,
Right.
so I'm sure we'll go into that. So I attended Merton Nursery.
Okay. You're
As a
such
little-
a bad Come on.
I know, right?
Yeah.
As a little girl, went to Richard School,
Okay.
and then went to Accra Girls, and went to the only university in Ghana.
Okay.
Well,
University
the
of
premier.
Ghana.
The premier.
I know,
Here we
I
go.
know.
Yeah. I
went to-
agree.
I went to University of Ghana. I actually studied political science and theater arts.
Are you kidding me?
I'm telling you.
Really?
Yes. Started with history, religion, and then dropped those 2, and then ended. You start with 4 and then
Yes,
drop 2.
yes,
You do
yes.
a minor, major, a major.
yeah.
Yeah. So history, religion, and then ended up with political science, and then theater arts.
Right.
I think if I hadn't probably gone into journalism, I would be acting by now.
Oh, wow.
Well, why not? But you know that with what you do, acting is part of it.
A lot of
Exactly, yeah.
acting.
Acting is part of it,
Yeah.
because
I'm
I know
actually doing that.
sometimes when I sit home and I watch you on TV, I can tell that something has gone wrong.
Thank you.
VK is trying to.
She's
don't
mastered
worry,
the
we also
craft,
call
so
her
yeah.
VK. All right. So I feel like no something because when you know the
You know
inside
you'll be-
details,
you know
the system.
you can tell that no something went wrong.
Yeah.
But she's trying to manage it. That is acting.
Yeah,
then.
that's
Yeah.
acting.
Yeah.
That's true. So I probably, but I think growing up, my dad kind of knew I was going to end up in journalism. Because I remember when he asks you a question and you're answering, you'd be like, speak up because these lips are going to speak to thousands and millions of people.
Wow.
Yeah, he used to say that. Yeah, he used to say that a lot.
And
I
that
used
doesn't
to
that call for a drink?
It does.
we're celebrating ChannelOne more than that.
Oh,
because
we're
there's
celebrating
drinks
Channel
going
One.
on.
We are celebrating Kyla Nicholas.
Thank you.
Celebrating 6
I can
years.
work with that.
Yeah.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Ha. Okay. Guess I can pour myself a glass as well.
You can.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like yours is a lot.
Yeah. Well,
Cheers to
Cheers
us.
to us.
6 amazing years
Yeah.
of
Thank you.
broadcasting. And of course, 600 more to come. That's if we're
You
still
bet.
here.
Well, you may not, but your
Go
legacy will
beyond
live
our
on.
generations
Yes.
and
Yeah.
generations. Yeah.
Yeah, so, right, so now you finished University of Ghana and all that, and you are not too surprised that you ended up in journalism because your father kept telling you
And
about
it's
this.
something I wanted to do as well.
Right, right.
Okay,
Not strictly journalism, probably running my own show or something, because I remember at a point I was in the UK and I used to watch this show. It was called something, Women Something.
Okay.
It was on prime time in the morning. I forgot, I think on ITV or something.
Right.
And I used to love it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I used to picture myself doing the same thing. You know, it was a group of women, like we do with the Breakfast Show or The View on in the US. I've forgotten, oh gosh. But I know it was on ITV, and I loved it. And I was like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this. So when I came back to Ghana, I did a bit of media, like training.
Right.
And then started with this one and Netu. You don't work together.
Really?
Yes.
You had Netu?
Yes.
I remember when I after university, when I wanted to do go now into TV because I'd done radio prior.
Yeah.
I went to Netu, they didn't even mind me.
Oh, no, they got us.
We did.
With our own story. With our own story.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
but even before, I mean, the stints with the
Yeah.
media, what is it really that you had wanted to be?
Corporate. Maybe banking, law.
Yeah,
Law was on my
'cause
mind.
I'm
I
asking
actually
about-
started a paralegal course in the UK.
okay.
Yeah. And then I had to come back home because, you know, I'm the last born and my siblings were getting married, moving on. And somebody had to be at home for my parents and all that. So somebody had to, you know, because I was young, you know.
So what
enjoying
was
life.
what was the plan going to UK? What did you go do?
I was going to
do?
stay because my sister was there, my
Right.
brother was there
Okay,
as
so
well.
was this after university?
After uni.
Okay,
After uni.
right.
So moving on with my life. And
So
then,
Ghana was going to miss you today.
yeah.
So
I was stuck buying. I was stuck buying my way back.
In your head, you were not going to come
In
back.
my head, I wasn't going to come back.
Like,
But funny enough, I mean, not come back, but I was okay being wherever. I think I'm the kind of person I can move on.
Adjust
Yeah.
easily, yeah.
So I had the option of Ghana, the UK, or the US because I had siblings in the
in the US as
and
well.
then in the UK. So I had the three options. But I mean, it wasn't such a big deal when I had to come back.
Yeah.
It was okay. I just moved with it, you know. So I came back. Came
Which
to
year
live-
was this? You remember?
Oh, I don't remember. This is long ago. JNU.
Right.
So, you know, came back, started working. I actually worked with an IT firm and then did a bit of other stuff. And then went back to my love of, or maybe I should try this, you know, media thing.
Yeah.
You know, what I wanted. And then went to do the training thing. Got into Net2. That was after the, when Kufuor finished his term.
2008.
2008.
Yeah, 2008. And then I had a friend here, Moro.
Okay.
Moro,
Okay,
you guys
yeah,
know
yeah,
Moro.
yeah. Moro
So
was
Moro
in
called
Legon.
me one day like,
Yeah.
oh, Viv, we are looking for people at City. Charlie, come,
Yeah.
we really want people. So I came, and you know the funny thing, I'll never forget this. Then I didn't really know City. So I spelled the City with a Y.
With a Y.
Hey.
And then Opana. Oh God, the top so I was like,
who is
during
that?
my interview, I was like, Madam, you know the Y is supposed to be I. I'm like, okay. Right out there, media, I want to enter.
Yeah.
And that was where we did the interview, and then it was like, okay, you're starting on Monday, and that was it. So that's how I got into City.
And
The story
rising through the
continues.
ranks. So just quickly with that.
So I started actually as a general news person. Then the editor was Fred Chidi. I don't know whether you guys remember Fred Chidi. So we started, and I remember when I started, I could read the news, do whatever, everything. And then there was this day in the afternoon or something, no, in the morning, early in the morning. And then Samuel saw me, you know Samuel, he was like, hey, Vivian Kai, you'll be reading Prime today, have they told you? I was like, no, sir, okay, maybe I've told you. I was like, hey. So I went to read, you know. Then it was with Patrick Ayumu, I believe, with Patrick. Read when I finished, then he called me, he said, you did well, so now you'll be on Prime. So
That's all.
just like that, without any warning. So I started, you know, Prime, then I moved on to 6 a.m. and then back and forth, you know, other stuff and all that. And then one day, years later, maybe 4 or 5 years later, he called me. I was like, you know, business decks, we are restructuring it, right? Okay. You're going to head business news. So that's it. I was just standing there. I didn't say anything because I know prior to this, there were other people who, he used to tell stories of there. Certain people, when they give the opportunity, they will be sitting there saying. So I mean, and he was like, I was like, so how do I? He was like, just read, listen to the business, you know, news, not just Ghana, all over. I read a lot. You'll be fine. We'll all help you, we'll support you, and then that's it.
Wow.
So that's how I started business news with no clue actually. And then eventually, you know, and then I was there again. We had started TV. We were about to start TV actually. And then he was like, okay, we're about to start TV. So OJ then was the editor at the point. He was like, OJ is going to be head of TV. You're going to be head of, you know, the news. I'm like, hey, this man. So that's how, you know, I ended up with head
And
of
it's never a question. He's not asking you.
No, he's not asking. He's telling you.
No, he's telling you.
He's telling you.
Let's
Get on with it. If you can't do it, you remove yourself
Move
from
and
the
let's bring
equation.
somebody to go and do it.
So one thing that I know is here at City, look, we don't breathe. I mean, positively, it's not like you're complaining, Papa. No, I mean, it's back-to-back work, back-to-back events. Every day there's something going on. But in all this, so you used to be Vivian Kai Mensa.
Yeah.
When did the Mensa change to Lokko?
The Mensa changed to Lokko 8 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Then I was head of business. Yes.
And it grabbed you. Where did you meet Mr. Lokko?
Actually, I met Mr. Lokko through my cousin.
Okay.
My god brothers, you know, my mom's godson.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are the real MVPs.
They are the real.
Cheers to
my-
you guys.
Oh, you guys are.
Yeah.
He always used to say, "You, I know the guy who can take care of you properly." 'Cause
Manage
you know
the
me, I'm.
system. Yes.
He's cool, kind. You know, you need somebody who is calm when you are doing your thing, can calm you down. And I used to whatever. So I think it was one of the parties or something, and he had plotted the thing long ago.
Okay.
So he approached me. We started talking. Initially, we were friends. We got on pretty cool. He used to like when I do a program. He said, "Oh, good, you're good." Da, da, da. And then from you're too interested in the story.
The fans tell to something else.
I've opened my ears.
Yeah, I mean, this is where the juice is.
No. So it evolved, and here we are, and we got hit at the point.
But I think that he was God sent because looking at your shadows, you know, I mean, any other person will really give you issues.
Yes.
Because you are here at dawn tonight, and it's back to back.
Yeah, back to
But
back.
so you are, I mean, an accomplished career woman.
Yep.
You are a wife doing so much, until recently a daughter, who have to take care of daddy and all that. But in all this, you still have time to create this. Look, I look at these and quite honestly, if you give me the material today, I don't even know where
You waste it.
never know.
I'll just
You never know.
I'll do this and all
We'll come
that.
and meet you asleep by the material.
A month later.
They'll be managing me instead of managing them. So how did all this come to you?
Okay, so when I was in uni as well, I've always loved bags, right?
Don't we all? But we don't know how to put
I
them
know,
together.
but in uni, at a point, I actually started sketching bags.
Okay.
I'm trying to, it just happened.
Just came.
Yeah, I started sketching bags. And then initially I thought, okay, I'll probably go buy them and then come and sell. So when we go for holidays in the, in the
You
UK,
bugger.
you bugger, you bring it. But me, when I bring the thing that I'm supposed to sell, I'll use
use
it. I was like, my picture, I was like, my
Yeah.
friend, you're wasting everybody's time. So I started sketching. So after I finished uni and years later, I was like, no, this thing that I'm sketching, like the feeling kept coming back. It wasn't going away. You know that thing, it haunts you.
Yeah.
So you really, are pushed to do it.
Yeah.
So I started looking for somebody who put it together because, I thought I could sketch, but maybe just a designer. And it was a difficult task. Getting, someone to just put it
Do it to your
together. It was
satisfaction.
crazy. So at a point, my family was like, you keep talking about this thing, you're looking for somebody. Why don't you do it yourself? You can learn it or something. So I went onto the internet, started watching all these videos of how to put together leather bags and all that, and started trying my hands on it. So I'll get the leather, put it together. So I started that.
Which year was this?
Oh, this is like more than 10 years.
10 years ago.
More than 10 years.
Right.
now.
So are they handmade? Do you have
They're handmade,
machines?
but luckily now I have a production house.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Finally, I got a production house. So some of the ones you see here, they are done by the production house. This is purely done by me, right?
Okay.
So this one, and I believe that one.
Yeah.
But these are, you can see, put together. So these are the
Look,
production.
these ones especially, you know, this and that. When I saw them today, I had goosebumps all over me because I'm a shopper, you know. And in fact, shopping is on my prayer list now.
In fact,
Because
I'm
it
actually
has to
saying
be.
the prayer while sitting here, because if that madam watches this show,
Yeah, she will
I have
watch
to
it.
buy this back.
No, we'll do one for madam.
Look, and quite honestly,
on my account.
I think that we work too hard. When you work, when you get money,
Yeah.
spend some.
Oh, of
Yeah, you
course.
have
You know,
to.
because you
Of
really
Or
can't.
somebody else will spend
You
it
can't
for
trust
you.
your
yeah.
next of kin. You know,
Yeah.
your next of kin might not be that too smart. You know, they'll just waste your money.
waste it.
So
Waste it,
spend,
right.
buy
Spend.
good stuff. You know,
Yeah.
and look, when I saw these, because these bags kind of give rich auntie vibes.
Thank
and
you.
I shudder. I know
you
shudder. I know
pictured
what
that
I'm
lace,
doing,
no,
but
and that
I
you know
jam
what's
my
coming.
eye. You know that kind of vibe. You carry the thing like, oh wow, nice bag. I said, oh really? Oh thank you. But you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You act
But
like
so-
one of your usual. I mean, yeah.
Exactly.
No big deal here.
Right. So how long would it take you on a normal day, you know, to put a bag together?
Yeah, so it depends. So it's all about the vibe.
Yes.
So, you know, you have the leather and you probably want to, in your mind, you have a picture of what you want. You put it together, it doesn't represent what's in your mind.
Yeah.
Or it would represent, when you create it, will be better than what's in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or when you do it, you won't like it. So it's a very difficult one. If on a lucky day, you can I can do maybe within a day or two, put something together.
Okay.
This happened over the weekend. So I tried on, started Friday at night, started having what I wanted to do. Saturday I started, it wasn't going through. Sunday by the afternoon, it was fine. Right?
So, but the woven ones, you know,
Yeah.
woven plus
The leather
and all that.
that.
Where do you get all the materials from?
The woven ones, these actually are done by Ghanaians, the
Okay.
cane
Okay.
ones,
Right.
you know, young or middle-aged people who have the experience in weaving
Weaving,
of cane.
yeah.
Right.
And the cane thing is also very, you know, tricky
Yeah.
because it has to look the exact same way.
Yeah.
The finishing must be good. It comes with
Yeah.
a lot of, you know.
Yeah.
So these are woven by young men and women, you know, across the country. We want to introduce another Ghanaian material, but the development stage can take forever, and it's
Yeah.
taken like 3 years, and
Wow.
we're still, you know, struggling with it. Do it? No, it's not this way. It doesn't look like da. So that will also be interesting. This took us about 3 years as well to get it finally how we wanted it.
Wow.
You know? There are different shapes. You know, there's this one. So look
Yeah.
at this shape.
Yeah.
You have this one.
Okay.
So this is pure cane,
Yeah.
which has been dyed with this blue color, mixed with animal fur over
mean,
there.
Look,
So that's
this bag's such a rude beauty, you know.
Yeah.
Looks like you see it
That's
and
a
you're like, oh
respect.
my
Very
God.
disrespectful
Very
bag.
It's really very,
Very,
rude
very
beauty.
disrespectful
Of
bag.
course, yes.
so similar one over there.
Yeah.
So we have those ones, and we have the pure leather one. This one, I mixed it up with the cane because, you know, people want to have an identity to what we're doing. You're
Yes.
Ghanaian. This
Yeah.
is very foreign. So what's, you know, and I didn't want to do the African print because I even have a problem with the African print. The majority of it is being imported by the wrong people.
It fades.
Yes,
and, you
the
know.
proper companies, Ghanaian companies, they are suffering from counterfeiting and all that.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
The GTPs.
you don't want to, you know. But at least I know with the bamboo, the cane, they get it from the Volta region, some in the eastern region, and the Ghanaian men and women who are weaving.
I mean, you
so
know,
it
it's
stays
original,
here.
yes.
And I think my biggest challenge with the bag thing in getting the artisans is I've always said to myself, I'm not going to feed another country's economy.
No.
Right.
Because I could easily
Yeah.
get this done in China,
Yeah.
Italy,
Yeah.
whatever.
Just come and sell.
But why should I do that
Yeah.
when they won't do that for Ghana? So, I mean, it's been a long journey getting Ghanaians, but I'm okay with it. I'll take my time. We've not lost all hope though
Yeah.
with the Ghanaian
Yeah.
story. So a few of us, I hope the president is watching.
Of course, yes, yes.
I still, you know,
Yeah.
try to.
Yeah.
So these are done by Ghanaians and all that.
Great.
So that's
We will come to the name, maybe in wrapping up, where you got the name from,
Okay.
and where you really want to take Kyla Nicholas.
Sure.
Right after this. You're welcome back. This is the Upside Down Show on ChannelOne TV. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest in the studio, our very own Vivian Kai, Lokko.
Yeah.
This evening, we are talking more on the creation of Kyla Nicholas. Before we went on break, I mentioned that I would want us to know where the name came from. But before you do that, look, these bags are super amazing. And, well, personally, I love the soft life, you know, and why not? And I really think that they deserve a standing ovation. Ladies, what do you think? Absolutely. These are awesome. You know, so quickly, I mean, we've spoken about them, but I can see the brand glittering, pumping. Kyla
In its
Nicholas.
majesty.
Where did the name come from?
So Kyla, Kai, my middle name.
Ah, hey. No, she come
It
fast.
shock you, eh?
She come fast.
It'll make you shock you, yeah.
So Kai, the God, third girl in God, Kai. So that's the first part.
Okay.
And then Leah, remember I told you guys my mom is
mom
called
is
Emilia.
Emilia.
So Leah, and then of course Nicholas, my
Your
dad.
dad.
So
Can
you
you
see-
imagine?
I tricked you.
Yeah, exactly.
It was-
Because when
I
you hear
got
the
it.
Kyla Nicholas,
Very
you're
foreign.
thinking something
Yeah.
You
foreign.
think exactly
Yeah.
like Tarbeck, you
Yeah.
think
You know?
Ferragamo, you
Yeah.
think Kyla
Yeah.
Nicholas, you know, and it is Kai.
Oh, but this is
Yeah.
beautiful.
So a celebration of my
Absolutely.
parents and then of course
and
myself.
yourself.
Yourself,
Of course,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is awesome. Ladies, please take your seat. No, see the way they're feeling themselves and so bougie with the bags. Yeah, you need to own these.
Don't worry.
And why
You
not?
are not taking them away.
But quickly, Vivian, so these are very
Yeah,
great.
absolutely beautiful.
You know,
bags,
and
yeah.
I love the way you had a vision,
Yeah.
you had a dream, and now you are living that dream. So what next? Now the bags
Because
are
and the
here.
part of the dream, my parents always used to say, the judgment day, we may think it will be just on your deeds and all that, but it also be on your talents,
Yeah, yeah.
your gifts. What did you use them
Yeah.
for? I mean,
Yeah.
you'd be questioned on that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's something that my parents used to instill in our minds. Every talent or feeling you have to create, to do, you have to do it, or else the judgment day, you're
You
going to be
answer.
hot.
Yeah.
So I mean that also
Yeah.
explains why I think I should celebrate them in having their names and all that. But we want to take this to the real next level.
Right.
Of course, already Kyla Nicholas is kind of international because we do it for people out there, especially the cane ones are really hot.
Yeah.
People really love those outside, all that. So we wanted to really get to the point where you can get them there in shops,
Okay.
across
On the international market.
not just us shipping them to you.
Yeah.
And then we also wanted to represent the Ghanaian identity, where when it's mentioned, it's a Ghanaian thing. We also wanted to get to the point where we empower those that create. So women, young people, and also bring out their creativity.
Great.
Because I believe there are a lot of people in
So
Ghana who are
many.
so
So many.
creative,
Yeah.
Yes.
but they don't get the opportunity, the platforms to do that. So anybody out there who feels they're good with leather work, they feel they're good with cane stuff, or they're creative, we would want them to be part of this story, because if it goes well for us, it's not just about me,
It's about
about
Ghana,
Ghana and Africa and all
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sure people are watching us and would like to place an order.
that. Well, that would be lovely. It's
Yeah,
all
so
about the money too.
Exactly.
Of
So, yeah, how do
course.
they
We,
do
we
that?
can't suffer and pay.
No. I believe in
So we are
minimum effort and maximum
Maximum
enjoyment.
enjoyment.
The Bible says the laborer deserves his wages.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it should pay off.
Yeah. So we're on Instagram. You can just go to our page, Kyla
Okay.
Nicholas on Instagram, and send us a message and place your order. You can send our numbers are there as well. You can send us a message via WhatsApp, via the DM, or whichever way. We got you.
All right.
Super, Vivian.
Great stuff. Great
You
stuff.
are, a woman achiever.
Thank you.
No, and we are excited to be celebrating one of our very own and telling
This
our
one, it
story.
looks like my color.
No, I like
No,
that.
no,
I like
I
that.
understand.
The shoe.
No,
So you have to stand and let them see the thing properly.
I've been trying to give you hints
You see,
on
but
how I
no,
love shopping, how I love this.
Frima,
Don't act
worry.
like you didn't hear me.
This evening, I got you.
That's right.
Alright?
You are placing
Just
an order.
pick and choose. You know what I'm saying?
I believe
choose
you.
quickly before he changes his mind.
Oh, but you know the one I want.
Yeah.
You know,
Remember
you know
one
what
of
I
the new
want.
collection.
Yes,
there
I
is
want the
one.
new.
All right.
Are you getting a
Yes.
3 colors?
How many colors do you want?
But the funny thing about me is when I see something I like, I want it in different
All
colors.
the colors, just
Yeah.
like me.
You know,
Yeah.
so
I mean-
there are certain shoes I have them in
So you
3
have
different
options.
colors.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you have
So
options.
please do the needful.
I got
3
you.
At
colors.
least now 2. And V, please.
2 colors.
I really love. No, what I mean is this.
Okay.
I've taken the 2. I really love exclusivity.
Don't
When I
worry.
have something, I don't
Oh,
want anybody
okay.
to own it.
No problem. That's a typical.
Well, then maybe we
woman.
should brand it Kyla Nicholas, the Frema
The
edition.
Frema edition.
Yeah, and why not? And why not? And why not? But Vivian, you've done amazing,
Thank you.
and we are
Congratulations.
very, very happy.
Thank you.
And of course, also to be a colleague. You know,
Yeah, we're
I mean,
proud of you.
when we walk on the streets of New York, when we are in London, Paris, somewhere, and I see a Kyla Nicholas, I'm going to ask them, do you know what a
know the
Kai
owner.
stands for?
You know the owner.
And I pull a photo that we
And then we'll
have.
pull
you know.
out receipts. Yeah, I will show you
And
pictures.
no, and it will come to pass.
Yeah,
It will, it will,
It
it
sure
will.
will.
Well
Sure will.
done. We are
Thank
very
you,
proud
guys.
of you.
Thank
I
you.
think ChannelOne TV is super proud
Yeah.
of you.
Thank you.
City FM is proud of you as
Thank
well.
you.
And all the best with Kyla.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
congratulations.
Cheers to that.
Yep.
Cheers.
So cheers to Kyla Nicholas
Absolutely.
and the bright future ahead. There you go.
All right.
I was supposed to take you on a break, but you see, this glass and all these beautiful bags. Let me just relax and ask you to stay. I'll be right back. All right, you're welcome back. This is the Upside Down Show here on ChannelOne Television, and it keeps getting better. We're going to talk to you about a certain gentleman. We're going to have him share his story. You will like him for his voice, but you would love him for his wisdom, the depth to which he does what he does. Frema, help me welcome the one and only Salem Adoni.
Yeah. I thought we were going to say cost rise.
Yeah.
But we have to stand.
So this man,
No, we need to
no,
stand.
we need to call
We need to
the court
stand.
to order.
Yeah, we need to
You
stand.
understand?
We call the court together in good time, so we are okay.
So we
Yeah,
are good.
he's
So the
putting
court
it
is
to
in-
you.
So the court is in session.
It's in
So we
session
can
already.
proceed.
Yeah, so we can proceed.
We
The
can
court is
proceed.
in session, yes.
Welcome,
Counsel.
Yeah, thank you. It's a
You're
pleasure.
welcome.
It's
You're
a pleasure
welcome.
to be on the Upside Down Show.
Wow.
But once
First
I'm
time
on this
here,
show, I know I've arrived.
No, you are fine. Yeah, you
I'm
are
alright,
fine.
bruh.
Call home and tell Mama you made it.
Yeah. So,
No, but you know, so when I watch what the papers are saying, promo,
Yeah.
okay, there's a bit that I'm sure everybody who watches that promo speaks to it or sing along. You know, there's a part where Selorm goes like, and I don't get to this, and I will beat you, and I will beat you, and I will beat you. and this
When
was
he's going
Katie
like that,
Hammond.
And you are saying so of your opponent that he's organized boys to come and beat them. And he was telling police people that he will give him, he will beat him, you give him a double beating.
Beating at the
You will
post
beat him
and
at the post,
physically.
and you will organize with people to get him beaten. You know the way he said it. And I mean, it's not correct.
Look at the emotions on
you
his
know, I mean,
face.
we're just trying to mimic how he said
Yeah.
it. You
Yeah.
know, Katie Hammond is an interesting character,
Very
politician,
charismatic,
lawyer,
actually.
very great guy, and I mean, he has an interesting way he communicates.
Yes.
He says very serious things in a very jovial manner.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know whether to say he says very serious things in a jovial manner, or he says, you know, jovial things in a very serious manner. I don't know how to say it, but it's one guy you can't be tired of listening when you're listening to him. It's a great guy.
But how are you doing, Counsel?
Yeah, Charlie, we are cool. I mean, we are fine. We are on Upside Down Show, so we are
Yeah.
good.
Absolutely.
You're safe. No, don't worry,
Right.
you're safe and
So, Selorm, you hear on sometimes on the Eyewitness
Yeah.
News on City FM. Every Saturday morning, you watch him on ChannelOne TV on The Big Issue. You know, this man, and sometimes I wonder, you know, does he have a very light side? Because everything he does appears very serious, you know. And when he is not on TV or on radio, he is in court. The reason for seeing the gown, and of course, the wig. So Selorm is a journalist and also a very accomplished lawyer. Yes. But with
Thanks
what
for
I
that.
just said, Selorm, do you have a soft side? Do you have a light side? Are there times that you are just playing? I mean, is that
Is
in your
there a different
dictionary?
Salem that we don't know?
Yes.
I mean, what a question. Yes, of course. I mean, it can't be serious every time. It depends on really who you are talking to. It
Oh, but
depends
you
on-
are.
No, it depends on what you mean by serious or what you
I
what you
mean,
mean
you
by
are coming
soft.
on
Okay,
that
so,
right
so,
now.
so, so let me break it.
Shut
Let me break it down for you. When you are home, you know,
Yeah.
he's a husband and a father. When you're home with Madame, you know, and the children, who is Selorm?
No, Selorm is Selorm. Selorm is a husband and a father. I mean,
Okay.
play with the kids. 3 girls. I mean, play with
Okay.
them, and try to be a father and try to attend to their needs and ensure that they have a good upbringing and have a good childhood. And so, yeah, we try to do that. It may not be very perfect, but of course, it's life. It's work in progress, and
Yeah.
we are happy with what we have, really.
But when the wig is off and the microphone is pushed away, what else do you do?
Yeah, so our friends like yourself,
Yeah.
like Fema, so you know, we friends meet up, we have
When I meet you, I
conversations.
put my hands behind me. You have to do
Yeah,
much
no,
for me to
I
handle.
won't mind you. We have conversations. I
Right.
mean, you hang out, you do all sorts of things. I mean,
All sorts of things.
I mean, you hang out with friends.
I'm
you
interested
have
in the all
conversations.
sorts of things.
So what do you do, you know, to in your leisure time? What do you do for leisure? Do you go to the nightclub? Do you go watch football? What do you do? Do you sit with your boys to drink? What do you do?
Maybe that's karaoke.
Do you just pray? What do you do?
So I like to read. So I read and I like to watch. I like football. I watch football.
Okay.
And yeah, I sleep.
What's your favorite team?
No, I'm an Arsenal fan. So
Oh.
I mean, one of the
No, give it here.
You know,
Gunners for life.
Arsenal is a team. You know, there's
But
nothing you
how
can
could
say.
you, Salem?
No,
You
but
should have told me this earlier.
No, it's been the best team for a while now.
Yeah.
It was just for a reason we couldn't lift the trophy, but it's been the best team. I mean, more goals, best defense. I mean, it's
It's
been the
common
best
knowledge.
team.
Everyone
I'm
knows.
so
this.
disappointed, honestly.
Oh, that I support the best
Yeah,
team.
they support Arsenal. How could
The
you?
best team.
I'm not sure about that. You know,
No, it is
but
actually.
prior to we knowing you, you know, on TV, on radio, I know that you wanted to be a doctor, right? But you ended up being a journalist and a lawyer. Growing up, who would you say Salem Adoni was?
Well, Salom was, yes, I mean,
Yeah.
I grew up from an okay background. I mean, 6 of us, second, but first boy.
Okay.
Went to the police academy, went to a teacher's experimental school, further to Laboni Secondary School, where I read science.
Okay.
And then Laboni was quite interesting because it was where I began to perhaps know myself better. I mean, the quest to know yourself more, self-awareness, actually began there. So, you know, we were in the school. I became the senior prefect of the school at some
Okay.
point, and I sort of knew from that point that a lot of things one would do in life would go beyond academics, and so I began to take interest in other things, with leadership. I was quite active in SU. Indeed, I was made an SU executive when I was in SS1.
Why am I not surprised?
So you know, we got interested.
you look
in,
SU.
We got interested in things
Yeah.
like that. So from SS, we went to the University of Cape Coast, another interesting experience where I'd come full circle. And yeah, so University of Cape Coast is all about academics, but we tried to put in a few extracurricular activities, which looking back have been very helpful. We're very active in the
What were some of these extra
so for example, I joined clubs like the Foundation for Future Leaders International, which helped groom, you know, the leader in me. You know, so it was a good experience organizing programs, bringing people. So, for example, we brought Frimpong Boateng to campus.
Okay.
Then he was the Frimpong Boateng of old, not the politician. And the reception was great. We brought quite a number of influential people to campus. It was good. And so we learned how to organize events. We learned how to speak to people. I mean, we learned quite a lot of things, you know, putting the events together, tracking events, going to market the event, going to radio stations to talk to the student body, you know. So it was a whole package, you know. We got through that. So the experience really was, I mean, thought it was going to be, I was going to be a doctor, like you rightly said. So went to the University of Cape Coast to read biological sciences into human biology. But it so happened that by the time we were completing, the clinical part of the studies or part of the system wasn't ready. So we left the 4-year human biology degree. So a lot of my colleagues from that squad are doctors.
Okay.
I mean, we're about 33 or so in the class, and quite a number of them are doctors.
Right.
So after that experience, I decided to do something different.
Okay.
So I used to follow current affairs. I used to be interested in news. I mean, Komla Dumo, we listen to him, we do all of that. So I tried to see what my next interest would be.
Right.
So I got interested in radio. So, I mean, I came to City. City was around 2 years or 3 years. Came to have a conversation. And
So
then...
which year was this?
That's around 2006, 2007.
You joined City?
So I recall the 3rd anniversary. I was at City during the 3rd anniversary.
Wow.
So,
We should be standing with our hands behind us,
So I got to do my national service at City.
Right.
And the rest, they say, is history. So I think that has really been a journey. So after national service, I think a year or two after national service, Frechidi had left as news editor. Someone calls and says, I want you to be the news editor. I mean, it was never contemplated. It was overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. So quickly I called Bernard.
With him, you never see it coming.
You know, so Bernard, I mean, being the kind of person, is according quickly. I said, this is what Samense said. He said, yes, I know about it. So you do it. I said, okay. He said, no, we are here to support, so do it. And then I used to produce Bernard as
CBS?
on the CBS
Right.
with Patrick Ayuma, another fantastic young man. So yeah, so the journey began from there. You know, we did what we could do, did a few things, and then later on, we traveled to the UK, Coventry University, to further, our education, do a master's program in public health management.
Okay.
So you can see that the science,
was still in there. Yeah.
and the quest to do something in the area of health was still there. And because I'd
But
done
you
radio,
yes.
because I'd done radio, I'd now come to understand some things.
Right.
So I chose the MBA option of the public health management.
Okay.
And so what I did there was to focus on what we call social health financing.
Right.
And so my thesis really was on Ghana's NHIS and how to make it effective and long-lasting.
And you
So-
practicalized that?
yeah,
Because you were at the NHIS.
Yeah, so when I came back,
Yeah.
again, Samens held my hands and took me to the NHIA. And then, we started, we did an interview, very big interview panel. Fortunately, we got through it. And
You know
so,
what's funny? Selorm probably has the longest name in my phone.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I
it's
see.
still Salem Adoni, Communications Director, National Health Insurance Authority.
The whole address.
Because
I
I used to
see.
dress this man for
Oh.
interviews
Right.
when I was with Vazat.
I see.
So what exactly were you doing at the
No,
NHIS?
so I was head of communications at NHIA.
Okay.
So
Which year would this be?
this would be around 2013.
2013.
Yes, 2013.
Right, okay.
So what happened there was, so I understood the technical underpinnings of the scheme because that was what I studied for my master's. And I had a lot of media experience. We knew a lot of people
Yeah.
in media houses, etc. So it was easy to get things through as well. So that was quite an interesting experience.
Yeah.
And so we did that for a while, and the quest to study law came along. And then we went to law school. I mean, ended up at Makola.
But what necessitated the law? I mean, now you are into media broadcasting and also very active,
Yeah.
when it comes to health issues. Where did law come from?
So the thing about me is when I want to do something, I think I'm ready for it, I go for it.
Why did that come to you?
I do a lot of self-reflection and examination.
Right.
I realize that I like justice. Okay, so these are answers you give at interviews, and these are interviews. So I realize I like justice. My quest for justice and helping people resolve matters,
Fairness.
fairness,
Yeah.
etc., had grown. So when the opportunity came to read law, I grabbed it. Indeed, there was one lady in my office at the time, Ellen. She's a lawyer now. She, so my dad passed on along the line.
Okay.
And so the office made some contribution for me. She was always telling me to go to law school. So she took part of that. She was collecting the money. She took part of that money to buy law school funds for me.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was something I wanted to do. So we took it up, and then we did it, and then the rest, they say, is history. So that's how come,
But what was the experience like in law school?
Well, law school is a lot of studies and a lot of work. I mean, law school is a lot of work and a lot of studies, especially in the Ghana system where getting into the law school proper is difficult and coming out is also very difficult. I recall when we were being called to the bar, there was a lady who said she had been in it since 2005.
What?
Wow.
And she was overwhelmed, at the call. very difficult to enter Makola itself, and then very difficult to come out as well. There are many people there who can't come out because they've not been able to pass their papers. And so, yeah, it was study. You study, you have discussions, etc. Study, you have discussions. And, you know, I normally would not like to have discussions. I normally want to study on my own. But law school taught me that, you know, you can't just study on your own. The staff were many, and so you had to find a way of lessening the burden. So we did that, and we had to do courses like legal accountancy, you know, etc. I mean, by God's grace, we went through it.
So you went out of the country. You went to England to study, came back, went to NHIS, felt you wanted to really do law, and then you did law. At what point did you come back to City?
Yeah, so so along the line, sometime in 2017, when I started law school, I thought I had some time on my hands, so I had a conversation with Samens, etc. And he said, no, come back to City. We have a few things to do. So I came back to City, and, you know, we started, so I got on Eyewitness production and the night team, and Vivian, you know, just spoke to, you know, had become the boss. And so we worked closely, supervising the night team whilst in law school and you know, all of that. And then there was the opportunity to host a big issue and to appear on other programs. And I mean, to do the work generally, which is what we had learned to do many years before. And so it's been a good experience. And you know, the thing about City beyond the work is the connections, and is the networks, and is the conversations you have. And there are people at City, anytime you speak to them, you feel very inspired. And if you are dormant, you'll be jolted into action. And that itself is an important aspect of the City system, which I benefited from greatly. And it's been one thing after the other, and there's no looking back.
You know, Nana, I don't know about you, but my encounter with Selorm, you know, was on the Eyewitness News, remember?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't
Take him down memory
which
lane.
particular?
No, so I remember when Vivian and Samens were like, okay, so you have to be on the Eyewitness News to read the news, you know. Sanda would host it, but Selorm would sometimes come and be in the seat. So I said, okay, so I mean, I got a bit used to Sanda, you know. And then they said, Selorm is coming. I was like, this guy, you know, he's some way B. I said, you know, he looks like a left-handed science student. You know those people, they're too serious with life. Me too, no, I'm coming with soft life. Eventually, I can't be but that kind of. Don't come and suffer me here. And we sit in there, and I'm like, I said, let me get my A game on, because this guy is not Sanda. You know? This guy said, so they just opened the thing and said, yeah, and you know, Selorm always has a certain face, you know. It's like, let's go.
Let's get it on.
He said, yeah, so it is 5:30. You welcome to the Eyewitness News. There's the Eyewitness News. I was like, hey, no way, any. But Selorm, you are a fantastic guy. You know?
Thanks so much.
And
Thanks so much.
we are celebrating our 6th anniversary, and we are now ChannelOne TV. I don't know how you feel about all this.
No, it's great. It's a good experience. It's a new face. It's a new channel. Great. I mean, it can only get better. I mean, telling the stories, empowering change. I mean, it is what we do, and it's what we've done over the years, and it can only get better. I mean, when big men must do what big men do, and I think that's the face that ChannelOne really is now, and all hands on deck. I tell you, next 2, 3, 5 years, I mean, it will blow up.
What are your daughter's name? Maybe my sons will be in the house.
Well, so my first daughter is Ewenam.
Okay.
My second is Aseye.
Aseye.
And my third is Selorm.
Selorm.
Nice. Knowing Selorm, man, it doesn't feel like the end of the road for him. There's no end of the road for Selorm. Actually.
Counsel.
So I don't know. I have this suspicion. Are we going to see the stethoscope someday?
I don't know. I mean,
So, you know,
because that's the first love, actually.
I
when he
don't know.
says he doesn't know,
I think we've
it's a
moved on.
possibility.
No, I think
Have
we've
you?
moved on.
Have you?
I think we've moved on from there.
Are you
I mean,
sure?
Have
the investment of time, etc., to do that, I don't think I have that
You're
time. Now man is growing, and man must focus on fewer things. That's where really the expertise comes from. So yeah, I think we've moved on, and we are happy with what we're doing now. We've moved on.
Awesome. Celebrity counsel.
No,
that.
I know he has this slang, right? When he sees you, oh, this man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he hear this man,
We know how we
Selorm is in
greet
the
each
building.
other. We'll just leave it out for now. Super, super. But well done. You are such an inspiration. You know, some of us sit back and we look at everything you've been able to do, and it gives us that vibe of, yes, if you put your mind to something, you can also do it. And I personally, I'm very happy that I know you. Sometimes when I watch you, no, don't say anything for now.
Why shouldn't I say anything?
Don't say anything. No, because sometimes when there are serious issues, you know, these are legal issues, and I watch you on TV being a lawyer and speaking to the issues, I'm like, wow, this is Selorm, this is my colleague.
A lawyer that communicates.
You know, this is my colleague. And then he will come back on ChannelOne TV and it's a big issue. And I'm so proud that I belong to a family like this.
This day, Fred Jabano and Uji called that I should come and sit in on the big. Listen, do you know how many clips I went back to watch on YouTube?
Better.
You are going to sit in for Selorm.
Selorm.
Please,
So these big shoes.
Don't start.
No, it's true. But Selorm, well done.
Thank you
We are
so
super
much.
proud of
Thank
you.
you, Frima, and it's
You're
a
an
pleasure.
achiever.
Thanks so much for all you've achieved for yourself and the race master.
Yeah.
You should teach me how to rap. You should
no,
teach me how to. You know, there are a few things I want to learn how to do.
Like
the first
what?
one is to sing. Number 2 is to rap. Number 3 is to dance.
No.
And who else?
rave
I need to come take some
The
lessons.
rave master.
And then take some singing lessons from High Life.
That's fine. I read in my
High
head.
life.
So let's use your name.
It doesn't work. Oh. They say
They
it's
call me
offbeat.
SE.
They say it's offbeat.
Lorm.
They say it's offbeat. Oh.
OR.
When I think I'm doing my best, they say it's offbeat.
No, like somebody we know. We don't want to say.
Well, it's been amazing. Thank you so
It's a
very
pleasure.
much,
It's a
Selorm.
pleasure. Thanks so much.
It's been great talking to you. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, to the first lady, her Lokko ship, the one and only Vivian Kai.
Business Kai. Lokko.
Business Kai.
Business Kai. Lokko. When you read the things, and then the program becomes your name.
Yeah, you know,
the woman snaps
program
and
became
figures
synonymous with the name.
Exactly, you know, business Kai. But you know, one thing Selorm and Vivian have in common, beyond just working at ChannelOne TV, is news editor.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I agree. That's true. Anyways, people, I mean, we have enjoyed the conversation, and we hope we have brought a little bit of the other side of two colleagues here, Vivian Kai, Lokko, and of course, Salem Adoni, Adonoo rather, to you. Now you know them outside of the box that we've kept them in on air, and so you can relate to them better when you meet them. In fact, they are nice people. When you meet them in town, don't be shy. Just say hi. My name is Nana Tufo. As always, be kind to your mind.
And I'm Frima Edunyame. Thank you very much for watching. And we will come your way again next week.